Looks like we have a little bit of 3-star news in a little bit. 27 minutes. So what's that? 9:45. Got 41 minutes for. All right. So hopefully we'll have some nice movement this morning. All right, so 59.65 is going to be kind of like our bear bull line. Yeah. All right. So hopefully it's just not too choppy before we open. I thought we would get a little breakout here to the downside. We got this really massive, nice trend line pullback. Let's see if that's 50%. Actually, I'm gonna go grab a coffee before we start. Right back. Still kind of liking that trend line break here. Not really sure what the price action is going to be like. We do have quite a bit of news over the next 30 minutes, so it could be one of those deals where we're just sitting here for the next 30 minutes. That's why I went and grabbed me some coffee. The last couple big trend line uh, starting out early mornings, I mean, we've had huge sell offs starting out. We got the close from yesterday sitting at 706. That's kind of what we've been bouncing off this morning. This is where all that consolidations come from. And for the upside, if we're looking at yesterday highs, we're up at 759. Really do not have a lot of room in between the highs and lows. All right, guys, 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. Get your bets in. Get your bets in. Remember, this is non-farm payroll week, so most of the time that's usually crappy trading action. A lot of choppiness and a lot of fake outs, and that's pretty much what it's been. Oh. Another trend line hit. Really need to see it get below those 700s. Man. I wonder if we clear out this. Yeah. Looks like we want to fill in this gap first. There you go. Didn't quite hit that 55. You thought we would just wick above it. Oh. So far we're just kind of grinding, not really doing anything. I mean, we didn't have huge moves overnight, just 100 points. I don't think there's going to be any trades until after the news this morning, until after 10. All right, there comes that gap fill in. I'm assuming there's some kind of news that we had this morning. Yesterday highs were up at 59 too. Let's see. What is that? All right. There's just not a lot to do, guys. We almost need to get through the yesterday's highs and today's open, which is sitting about 10 points apart. Wow, nice. See if we can pull back and bounce off of one of these areas. We're kind of waiting for a pullback, guys. There was the 90 touch. I'm just gonna stay. I don't like the way that looks. I mean, it still looks like it wants more. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing that pull back to 59, like this level here. That would be yesterday's high. So you kind of get that bounce off of that yesterday's high. But I think we hit yesterday's high at that 68. Or that was the high from this morning. So might run into some resistance at 68 a little bit. Come on, 59. That would be I feel like the better of the bounce. All right. We're going to try the push. I want to break even at 90 because sometimes we get some resistance at 90. It still could go. I just know we get resistance at 90. So now what we'll have to do is wait for probably the 810, then the pullback. That's the only sucky part about taking trades in the 90s. You're going to get this type of price action. All right, so that might have been a good deal to go to break even because it could not get through those 90s again. Oh, you're up one, lost one? Nice. That's not bad. Break even. I was hoping we'd get that push up through the 90s. I guess break even was not a bad deal on that one. Let's see if we get that. This will be the 21 EMA pullback. So maybe a lot of times if the first one don't push, the second one will. Oh, wait, shoot. Ah, crap. We are less than 2 minutes away from the news. I don't know if it'll get, does it get back through these highs from yesterday? All right, we're gonna have to wait. Yeah, even though I do like this short here, not necessarily the short, but I like playing the previous day high and low whenever we break it. Five seconds. 5 seconds. Mm. Hmm. I don't know. This just looks super weak right now. So I'm just going to stay away from this. VS is heading into that 6,000 level, so it makes it kind of tough. ES is struggling up around that whole number. We have, man, we have more 3-star news here in about 10 minutes. I like the long, but man, I just don't feel like sitting through the grind. All right, we're in the macro time. Yeah, damn it. I was hoping for this. Well, damn it. I want to see if it bounces off of this 59 here, or do we sell through? I mean, pretty close. Man. Yeah, I really wanted to take that blue line bounce up there, but I just could not pull the trigger. I'd like to push down to the 200 moving average here. That and the VWAP down at the 16. Shoot. Got to be super careful if you're taking trades here. We got news in less than 4 minutes. It's got to break the 40s. If it don't break the 40s, I may shut this down. Little risky taking a trade so close to news. I got to watch that too. It just needs to go if it's going to go. Damn it. Can I get through those 40s? Might get stopped out on the first trade here. What time? How much time we got left? Okay, we still got 2 or 3 minutes left. All right, so first trade is going to be a L. So we're probably going to have to wait till the news play. It's going to probably just chop here until... That's why I'm saying what it is. It says open a range high there is what we had to get through. That's why I say it had to break the 40s. So what do you got? Minute and a half left before news. So just be aware of that if you're still holding a trade. So we're going to start the day off in the red with a 128. Man, I feel like when it breaks, it's going to sell off deep. Because look at this really nice 1 minute trend line we got going. Hopefully, once we sell, we can pick up 30, 40 points. Or wherever direction we go. That way we can get back in the... One trade should get us back in the green. That was a crazy weird delay. Now my charts are jacked up. Man. Let me see if I can... Ooh, look at this massive, massive wick. This is our 30-minute close. Got that wick down at the 80s. Got to get through those 706. Get that 706. That's yesterday's close. Let's see if we get another bounce off that 90 level. Today's lows is all the way down at 55, so I feel like we have 55 as a target down there. We just got to try to find an entry. Need that 76 to hold there. I mean, that 706. Let's see. 706 will be my line in the sand here. The 90, not giving it up. It's going to be the second trade I got popped around this damn 90 level. All right, we got through that 90. Ooh, that 90 had me a little worried, I'm not going to lie. So we're targeting 10 points above yesterday's low at 55. So we can probably expect a bounce around that 55-60 area. My goodness. Come on. Back above 80, I may sell one of my contracts. We still have 3 in. Damn it. All right, 5 more points. No, don't wick me. No, don't wick me. Oh, that feels dirty. Okay, there we go. All right, 1 contract left. So we'll see what happens with that 55 level. Man. The 706 holding the 706. So I took that trade based off the 76 76 holding. See, that was yesterday's close. So there's always a lot of resistance at the previous day close. See how we broke it? See that candle? It went back up to 76 and couldn't get back above it. And once we sold back into the 700s, or, you know, back below the whole number, that's where I got my short at. Using previous days' highs and lows. So, see, which we just broke yesterday's low, or today's low. Sorry, my mic's so loud. At the 655s. Yeah, it's crazy how these bounces work. But you got to wait for it to sell through it, and you got to wait for the retest. Those are the ones I felt like kind of the better. Back above 80, we'll just sell this last contract. All right. So that got us back in the green, 238, but we did have to start off in the hole 128. So I try not to mess with those levels, afterward. I just try to use it one time. Now, I only take those type of trades on the eval, John. I don't really take those on fundeds. Those are just eval trades I take. So we may sell through it this time since we already. We could wait for the trade above it to see if we hold above the 700s. But this could just be a big bear flag here. I don't know, because this is a 21 touch. Man. All right, I'm going to lower my risk down to just 3 micros now. All right, so it took 2 trades to get in the green this morning. Let's see if this holds. And we're back at the open range low. I like to see us get through that level too before we consider a long. We're still bouncing off that 706, so there's still a lot of resistance there. You're going to short? Are you scalping or looking for a big move, Java? I don't know. I'm not sure about a short. I don't want to talk you out of a short. I'm just saying. I probably wouldn't like I wouldn't like the short unless we're back into the 700s, back below that 90 level. Maybe we'll get some kind of bounce or reaction. Oh, it was yesterday's close. Yeah, the 76 held up. I mean, it kept bouncing, then ripped. Yeah, I'm on micros, John. I can look and see what it is on the NQ, just regular NQ. Uh, it's the same thing on the NQ 706. You could have done the same trade on the 5 minute too. See it push down. Here's the 5 minute candle retest. Look, hit 704 before that big sell off on the 5 minute. All right, we're breaking that 700 again. Yeah, we hit the 90. That's the 90. That's why I said, man, most time I hate taking trades going into the 90 level. Did you hold on to your short, Java, or did you get stopped out on that push up? Uh, it could be. I'm just taking these levels off of a trading view. I don't. Yesterday 688. That was today's open, John. So more likely we had a gap between yesterday's close and open. So we had probably a little gap yesterday. Oh, nice. You would think we'd at least get that 38 for that open range high. Uh, 59 to the upside. Oh, goodness. I'm trying not to have a bias. Usually I get myself in trouble whenever whenever I tell myself we're going to go down and I start taking shorts, even though we're not going lower. Well, if we got a nice trend today, I could see, but today has not been a nice trend today. Oh my goodness. Whew. Man, all of our EMAs are just smacked together right now within like 10 points. Oh, yeah, I have no clue which way we're going today. If we can get back below 700s, we definitely like the shorts. Just gotta watch out for that 90 level. What do we get? 95? What was your drawdown on that short that you were in a while ago, Java? So we're back below that. Is that 15 minutes? 15, I think. No, that's the 15-minute, 30-minute right here. Hmm. I wonder if did Methodical Man stream last night? I didn't see him on this morning. He must be sore from his baseball game yesterday. Let's see. Okay. All right, guys. So we've lowered our risk down. So now if we do take a trade, it'll just be what 3 micros. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna take any funded trades this week because it's non-farm payroll this week. Oh, he hurt himself last night? Ah, I didn't know that. I didn't talk to him this morning. Yeah, you get in your 40s and you start swinging a bat and throwing a ball, you can probably easily hurt something. That's why I said no to possibly doing any kind of crazy jumps on the old electrical bike there. Whew. It hurts when you hurt yourself in your 40s. You don't heal as quick. All right, is this going to be the squeeze or is it just another push up to the top of the range? All right, so we are squeezing here. If the ES could break that 600s, we may get a little push higher here. So yesterday's high sitting at 59, so I don't think we'll run into resistance till at 59. Then today's high is all the way up at 93. All right. Hmm. I thought we was gonna get a little bit better push here, but man, it's just grinding. The whole week has been like this, where we just get those big moves and just grind. The ES is going to have to get above those whole numbers for us to have any kind of movement to the upside. My goodness, this is super tedious. Ooh, is this finally the candle we're just going to keep grinding? I think we're just going to have to work our way through all this consolidation here. So yesterday highs is sitting at 759. So that's kind of what we're trying to work our way up to. All right. There's that yesterday's high sitting at 59. Kind of tapped it a little bit. I want to see us push above this level and see if we can find support above yesterday's high. man. Yeah, it's a classic non-farm payroll this week, Java. That's why I'm probably going to stay away from my funded accounts. I've never had a lot of luck trading non-farm payroll week. It's usually that's like my another struggle week, so I try to just stay away from it. Oh goodness. Yeah, it looks pretty bearish. We just got to get through this 50% mark, this opening range low, VWAP. There's just so much. Everything's just kind of stacked right now. Uh, if we would create a little bear flag here. This is classic chop whenever your EMAs are stacked. I mean, you got your 200, your 50, your 21, and your 9 within 10 points apart. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Didn't quite bounce off that 706, but got pretty close. Yeah, I'm just glad we're able to at least get our profit early. And if we're able to find to add to it, we will. But if not, we'll just sit here and watch with the rest of you guys. Oh, excuse me. Everything is such a huge fake out. It's so that's what makes it to me makes it so hard to take these trades, the fake outs. Come on, methodical man. This is where I find myself in the past. Like, let's say if you took like a losing trade and then you're trying to re-enter. Whenever you re-enter is whenever you jack up your account. When the market's not moving, but you're like, oh, maybe it's gonna go this way, then you just get wrecked. I didn't know if that 17 was gonna hold there, but mm. Let's see what the weather's gonna be like the rest of the day. Well, at least after one, at least the rain chances go away. We've been having so much rain here lately. It's been insane. A lot of times I usually like the, at least eval, I like the trades below that session mid here. But it's been fake outs every time. No good follow through. So like today's gonna be one of those days. It's probably almost safer just to try to get your 10 points and not look for runners, because most time runners are probably gonna get stopped out with this type of price action, unless you just get lucky and just kind of catch that one breakout moment. Wow, look at that nice 106 bounce. Or 706 bounce. John, did you ever find another trade from earlier, or are you still sitting at your 1-for-1? Woo. Yeah, that's what I feel like I'm doing. I mean, there's just nothing to do, man. Just I'm trying to hold on long enough so like maybe something will happen. Because I'm getting to the point where I really just want to like say, okay, I just want to walk away before I do something stupid. All right, so we took 3 trades this morning. The first trade was a loser. We were in the red, 128. The second trade was a break-even trade. And the third one is the one that we caught that bigger trade from earlier. This one below the 706. It was off Was it no, it was this candle right here. We took the trade off this candle. This candle was the push below the 706. It pushed below yesterday's lows, then pushed back into that 706. Then that's when we sold off. Man, is this finally the nice looking bullish action? I think what it is, I think the ES, oh well, I was going to say, I don't know how close that ES was to the 600s or 6,000s. So this is why I decided to stop trading my funded accounts on non-farm payroll week, just because of this type of price action. This week will just wreck your account so bad. I'm not saying you can't find a winner here or there, but man, it's just like there's just so many choppy days. We've been chopping like almost every day this week, or slow grinding trades. It's been a tough week of trading. You might get 1-2 moves in the morning, but the rest of the days just sucks. And it seems like whenever you get this breakout in the morning where it just goes straight up and doesn't offer you an entry, to me, those are usually a little bit on the tougher side. I like it when it chops in the morning and then kind of picks a direction. Right now, we're just kind of going back and forth between open range high and open range low. Oh, it may be just another coffee break time, guys. Well, we are in the macro time, so let's see if the macro time pays the bills today. So if you're new to the macro times, usually the macro time starts at the 50 minutes after the hour. And usually you get like a 10-minute chop. Then most of the time right there at the top of the hour, you may get something. And I want to say, is that 10 o'clock? Oh, wait, that's 11 o'clock, y'all. Yeah, never mind. That's already the 4-hour candle's already printed. Uh, Wow, look at the EMA guys. They're all just in the bed with one another. I mean, they're even closer together now. I think I'll go get a cup of coffee. So I may be back in, probably be back in a few minutes. Maybe I'll come back and we get some kind of big movement or something. Or maybe it'll give one of you guys a breakout trade or something. But just don't buy at the top of the range if you're trying to time the breakout. All right. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to go grab some coffee since it's just kind of grinding sideways. So just be careful with the fake breakouts. If you do find an entry, I would definitely target this 60 level. That 60 level is yesterday's high at 59, and today's high is up at 93. All right, we'll set this just right here. That way it's all right. We'll be back in like less than 5 minutes, whatever long it takes the coffee maker to heat up the coffee. Uh-oh. I didn't miss anything, guys. We didn't miss we didn't miss anything. Oh my goodness. Maybe one of those days where you just kind of get long with 1 to 2 micros and see how far it goes up. I wonder if it's just going to grind higher for the rest of the day or rest of the morning. I don't think my coffee made right. Pretty close to that 59 level. All right, we broke above that 59. Maybe we can get the EMAs up here and we get some kind of bear bull flag going on here. ES looks like it has a fairly bullish looking candle also, and it may work itself back up there to the 6,000s. I didn't know if we want to stay above 59 here. That 59, that's yesterday's high, but we've already hit it multiple times, so it's kind of really hard to say if it's going to respect that level or not. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to hold up, isn't it? The next level up should be 93 if we continue higher. All right, we're going to see. We're going to try to trade this this level here. It's super choppy. Definitely wouldn't go in super high. I'm going to keep my risk at the most 30 bucks or 60 bucks with 3 micros. I don't know if how long it even take to get up there with this type of price section. I don't think I'm gonna risk over 5. I'm gonna keep probably my like 30 bucks or something here if we start getting back close to that 60. I'm not liking it. I'm gonna go to break even. It's just taking so long to get there. We can always re-enter if it pulls back. I hate this type of price action. I'm horrible at it. I get impatient just because I hate the grinding price action. I just want to get my 10 points out of the way, and that way then we can decide what to do with the runners. That way you get damn it. So if we do pull back and hit this level again, we will re-enter. Man, this is just straight chop fest today, guys. These trades are just so stressful just because they don't go. Like you just have to sit through them forever. And it's even worse if you're sitting with a big stop loss. What's up, Outer? How are you doing today? I would think we'd at least get that 93 push here. And we still may. I just don't know how long it'll take to get there. Ooh, that's a little bull flag there. If it breaks out right there. Let's see if we get the breakout there. No. All right, looks like it's going to take us out for break even. All right, we'll just wait for the retest or see if we get another breakout here. It looks like we're forming another little bull flag here. We just need it to stay above the 59s here, because we still got today's highs up there at 93. We're going to miss it. Probably looks like we're going to miss it. Dang it. I just couldn't pull it. I didn't have the courage to pull it. Oh, goodness. This price action's tough, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's super tough. It'd been a lot nicer. I should have stayed in it, but I didn't want to lose any of my profits that we've made today. So that's why we were being overly cautious. And I just couldn't pull it here. I just didn't trust it. And it usually gets that way whenever we chop around like that. It makes me a little bit more on the skittish side to pull the trigger on these. If you're in a long, I would definitely be trying to target those 93s. That's today's high. See where the ES is at? The ES may struggle because they're going to be hitting those whole numbers up here at the 6,000s on the ES. So that's why the ES keeps getting stopped up here. I mean, you can see how many times we hit it. So maybe this will be the time that we finally break through the 600s here. One break even trade. That's not too bad. We had our first trade was a loser this morning. Second trade was a break even. Then we won that third breakout this morning, the big breakout to the downside, and that's where our profit came from this morning. So we are in the green, 235. Unfortunately, we had to make up the $130 that we lost from this morning, or 128. Yeah, I wish we would sell one way or another fairly soon because, man, this grind in trading's tough. But we are getting a lot of like room in between our EMAs. So hopefully this is just a sign for some type of movement here. So what does it need to be above for that 4 hour bearish OB for us to get out of that? If in case it doesn't. Wait for the breakout for the long. What's the level for that, Outer? Or what is what is the level for that? 859. Whoo, that's up there. Dude, that stuff's just a straight grind. I mean, they're ugly bear can or bull candles, but they're still paying almost 10 points. That sucks. I didn't at least get my 10 points on this breakout here. I was hoping I got a little impatient, so we went to break even. Once we got up 6, 7 points and come back to break me even, then now it goes up to 15 points or so. What a grind. know the ES is going to have to get through these 6,000s for us to get some kind of little bump to the upside. Man, it looks like another big bear flag there. Or bull flag. I'm sorry, bull flag. Let's see if we get the breakout right here. I'm not a fan of this breakout, even if it goes, because I really hate taking trades into that 90 level. And that 90 level is right there at yesterday or today's high. So you know we're going to run into some kind of resistance up there. Oh. I wouldn't mind seeing another pullback back to like the 60s and find some support there at the 59.60s. Ooh, that looks pretty bearish. It's a nice little bearish candle. Just don't know if it's a fake out. Got to be careful with these, especially on a day like today. You feel like you're going to get the breakout and it just completely pulls back on you. So usually whenever we have this type of price action, this is why I try to stick to trading off of I don't even like really trading the flag breakouts. I prefer to trade off some kind of support resistance levels. Excuse me. We'll give it about 10 more minutes. Then I think at 11:30 we're going to call it good. That'll be about 30 minutes from the lunch hour. We try not to trade during that lunch hour, but I know if I sit here I'll end up finding myself taking trades. Usually anytime after that time is usually not very positive for me. That's usually where I end up losing my green day. Whew. It's tough, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at my chat over here. Uh, John told me he hurt himself, and I sent him a text. He hurt himself playing baseball. Remember yesterday he said he was gonna play some baseball with the kiddos, and he hurt himself playing some baseball. He's probably gonna have to hang up the cleats, put out to pasture. Now I don't know if they'll. Now someone's got some video of him hurting himself. No, that's not what happened, John. I'll let him tell what happened. He told me how he hurt himself. I sent him a text once he said that, and he told me how he hurt himself. No, I mean it is the shoulder, but he'll have to tell you how he hurt it. I'm pretty sure they'll give him a story to tell. I'm assuming he'll tell everybody how he hurt it. It's kind of like yesterday when he was telling me to jump my electrical bike, and I'm like, 48. Being 48 is too old to be doing some jumping. Yeah, it hurts to hurt yourself the older you get, because it seems like it takes forever to heal. Like I used to work out a lot during my 20s and 30s, but man, like I messed up my shoulders lifting weights in my younger days, and uh I used to do a lot of like jogging or just walking in general, and like it seems like I have like foot issues now from it. Like I have the what is it, plantar fasciitis, whatever how you pronounce that correctly. But yeah, it's like, dude, my foot kills me sometimes if I do a crap load of walking or on my feet for long periods of time. It's like stuff just does not heal anymore. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that too. Oh, he hurt himself playing baseball last night, Rooms. Ooh. Man, that is actually a nice area for trade off of that freaking previous day high and the 50 there. Man, we didn't even get that 93 level like we was kind of hoping for. All right, there's yesterday's high. Are we going to get below it? Well, we wicked below it. Ooh, that's a pretty nice big trade there. I'm not going to be interested in a short unless we get back below that 759. If we can get back below the 760s, I may consider a short there, but we got to get back below there. You can see this is kind of where we're doing a lot of just bouncing. You can go back and look over here how many times we've hit this level here. And every time we usually get, I don't know, I think that was the first hit there this morning from yesterday's highs. And here's the second one. Then the third one, it doesn't respect it as much. Hopefully it offers some type of retest and not just a breakout if it is going to sell below the 759 here. Woo. I figure you got at least to maybe the 38 here because we could bounce off. If we do continue down, we'll probably bounce here at the opener range high / 200 moving average. Ah, come on. No retest. Nice. Son of a bee. I was hoping once we push down, we'd kind of bounce right back into that freaking 76 level. We still may. We'll see what happens. That's what I was hoping for to look for a short here, is for a pullback into that below that 760. Let's see what happens with the 760 level, if that level is going to hold up or not. Got back above it. Yeah, I'm liking the short here too. I'm just trying to wait and just make sure that we're going to stay below that 60 level. I just didn't know if we were just going to chop here. These entries have been tough today, Rune. I'm just going to risk $30 on this because if it comes back up that high, it's probably going to come up. It's been a brick wall so far. Yeah. I think, oh, shoot. All right, so we might be out 60 on that one. Son of a bitch, man. Or no, 30. I'm sorry, 30. I think that's 30, right? Yeah. We're getting into that no man's land here, leading up till the 12 o'clock hour. I was hoping we would at least got the 200 push there. You're back to your entry. Yeah, I have no idea which way we're going to go here. I mean, I thought we would at least take out these 93s up here. All right, we'll see. It looks pretty bullish. If we hit 75, we're going to go to break even just because we're at the top of that range there. This is probably going to be my last trade of the morning here. If we lose this trade, it'll just put us right there, basically at $100 today. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to break above this here. This is, I was hoping we'd at least maybe push up into here. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it's definitely choppy. This is why I said I wouldn't be trading my funded accounts in this crap. It is just straight eval week this week, being non-farm payroll. What do we still, I mean, we still got a little profit in this account. We got about $800 overall. Yeah, non-farm payroll usually means fairly choppy. At least in my experience, it always does. We always, that's why I don't even, I try not to even trade my funded accounts just because I always end up just getting chopped up, or you just have this type of price action. So this will be my last trade of the day. We're about 15 minutes to the 12 o'clock hour. More likely, we're going to probably chop around until the 1 2 o'clock hour. Then you may get a move, in which I don't even think it offered a move yesterday. I think it just continued just grinding higher yesterday, and it could just continue grinding lower because we are making lower highs. If you kind of pull this. All right. All right, so that's just gonna leave us with $100 in the green today. So that had to be my last trade of the day. Oh, you're still looking for 682? Oh, you're back in short. Oh. Man, that would be a nice little short too. Yeah, I'm just sitting here watching. I just know I'm not going to take any more trades. We're just going to keep what green we have. We thought we could add a little bit more to it. I thought we would at least get a push up to those 93s. Oh, shoot, I sneezed. Oh, goodness. Ah, that's just dirty. Man, right up to that, what we had marked out, just right above these wicks here. I don't know what that was. Woof. What do you have, like some magic coin over there, room over there? I mean, you didn't anticipate the dump. I'm assuming this is. I'm not sure what this is. That's how people get wrecked not playing with stop losses here. If you don't. Man, did we sell back below that opening range high? Man. Okay, so you think we hit that 760 and push back down? That's that. That's at yesterday's high level. Oh, you're thinking we maybe get that 773 now? Hmm. Hmm. Man. Oh, you still entered from the 60? Yeah, I feel like that 60 was probably a nice target. I thought maybe we would break that 60 and push up to those highs up there at 93s. That 60 has been a wall at the moment. We done bounced off that 60 so many times that it's insane. Ooh, is that the break above the 60 finally? Just don't know if it'll be a fake out. There's been so many fake outs here. It's insane. Just 10 point. I mean, that's definitely the key today is 10-point scalps. Ooh. Hopefully, it by the top of the range here. I try to make it where I at least get up to here. We got time to go to break even. If it gets like right at the 70 level, this could just, well, it did break structure. So I'm hoping that we at least make another higher high here. We got above this. We're not making lower highs anymore. Oh no. All right, so we'll be back to break even for the day if we get stopped out here, guys. NQ's in the middle of the range. I don't really have a setup either. This right here is just playing off of that yesterday's high at 59. We're still bouncing off of that 59 level, so I'm hoping here we finally get to at least a 10-point push. Above, if I can get to 70, we'll go to break even, but that's kind of what the idea here is. If I can hit 70, we'll go to break even. Whew. All right, like I said, if we get stopped out here, we're just going to be back to break even where we pretty much started out this morning when we started trading. Oh, don't let it wick me out. Well, hopefully it just, all right. That's going to put us back to where we started out as a break-even trade today. So, well, $16, but that's all those fees. So it's just going to be a break-even trade today. So we lost about $200 on these last couple trades here. So now we're leading into the lunch hours. We're just going to call it good today. Good luck if you guys are trading this stuff the rest of the day. You too, Outer. Have a good evening at work. Ooh, nasty, nasty market, guys. Thank you guys for watching.